example number 2.19 in your NCERT exercise according to chapter 2 solutions. A solution containing 30 gram of non-volatile solute exactly in 90 gram of water has a vapor pressure of 2.8 kilopascal at 298 Kelvin. Further, 18 gram of solvent is then added to the solution and the new vapor pressure becomes 2.9 kilopascal at 298 Kelvin. Calculate first molar mass of solute, second vapor pressure of water at 298 Kelvin. First of all, understand here one condition is that in which non-volatile solute exactly we can say that 30 gram dissolved in 90 gram water. In another, they said that solute remains same, but solvent they added 18 gram more, and that's why we can say that here you have to consider two conditions, and you obtain two equations, and from these two equations you are able to calculate this both molar mass of solute as well as vapor pressure of water at 298 Kelvin temperature. Temperature remain constant during this reaction. So just to see. Consider molar mass of solute is equal to, we can say that N2. Now, this N1 stands for moles of solvent is equal to W1 divided by N1. So 90 divided by 18 is equal to 5 moles. And here N2 is equal to moles of solutes. W2 divided by M2. But M2 is unknown. So W2 is 30 gram divided by M2 mole. Now P1 is equal to 2.8 kilopascal is given. Now according to condition here, relative lowering vapor pressure of solvent is directly proportional to mole fraction of solute. So here P10 minus P1 divided by P10 is equal to N2 divided by N1 plus N2. Value of P1 you put 2.8 at here. So P10 minus 2.8 divided by P10 is equal to N2 is nothing but 30 divided by M2. N1 is nothing but 5 plus N2 is 30 divided by M2. If this put value and calculate according to this way, at a time here according to this calculation you obtain P10 divided by 2.8 is equal to 5M2 plus 30 divided by 5M2. Understand this. This is a reciprocal or cross multiplication. So P10 come upper side. So this is equation number 1. After the addition of 18 gram, this is very important. 18 gram of water is added. That means whatever the moles of water is changed, and that is N1 dash. New moles of water is considered as N1 dash is equal to 90 plus 18 divided by 18. So 6 mole is that. P1 is here changed. Just you see 2.9 kilopascal is given. And therefore, if you put once again this formula P10 minus 2.9 divided by P10 is equal to N2 divided by N1 dash plus N2 is equal to 30 divided by M2 plus N1 dash is nothing but 6 moles plus 30 divided by M2. Now calculate this. If you calculate that P10 divided by 2.9 is equal to 6M2 plus 30 divided by 6M2. Okay, you take this calculation in your consideration. So equation number 1 divided by equation number 2. Equation number 1 is this, equation number 2 is this. So P10 divided by 2.8 divided by P10 divided by 2.9 is equal to 5M2 plus 30 divided by 5M2 divided by 6M2 plus 30 divided by 6M2. If you calculate according to this calculation, M2 is equal to 23U. Putting this value in equation number 1. So here P10 is equal to 2.8 into 5 into 23 plus 30 make it complete divided by 5 into 23. So according to that, P10 is 145 divided by 115 is equal to 3.53 kilopascal. So P10 is equal to 3.53 kilopascal and N2 is equal to 23U. This is your first answer. This is your second answer. Make a screenshot of this and calculate where it is written. You calculate yourself. So you got correct answer. Example number 2.32. Here, whatever the sentence is there, just you read it from your textbook. W2 is equal to 10 gram. W1 is equal to 250 gram. Delta TF question mark. Ka is equal to 1.4 into 10 raised to minus 3. This is known as dissociation constant of weak acid. This weak acid is 2-chlorobutanoic acid. Remember this. Kf is equal to 1.86 Kelvin kilogram per mole. Molecular mass, if you calculate, then it is 122.5 grams per mole. So here N2 is equal to W2 divided by M2. So 10 divided by 122.5. So 0.0816 mole of solute is obtained. Molarity is equal to 1000 into W2 divided by M2 into W1. So 1000 into W2 is nothing but 10. 122.5 is M2, 250. If you just put value, then 0.3264. This is a concentration term which you have to later on it's required. So here CS3, CS2, CH, Cl, COOH, that you learn in your 11th standard that if we dissolved in H2 at that time, this O negative and H plus dissociate in terms of ions. So here CS3, CS2, CH, Cl, COO minus, this ion is obtained and H plus ion is obtained. So initially we can say that here 1 mole is used, so here initially 0 mole is developed. So at equilibrium 1 minus X, so X is dissociated in terms of ions, so here 1 minus X and concentration term C is there. So if we put this value, then you know that Ka is equal to Cx whole square divided by 1 minus X into C. So C square X square. Suppose this X is very small, this dissociation terms is very short. We can say small, and at C square X square divided by X into C. So is equal to X into C. Therefore Ka is equal to X into C. If you calculate it, then X is equal to 0.065. Okay. Now again CS3, CS2, CH, Cl, COOH. If you dissolve in water, at that time CS3, CS2, CH, Cl, COO minus and H plus is produced. Initially 1 mole, so here 0. Here 1 minus X, so here XX is there. That means X, whatever the terms are dissociated in terms of ions. So here you have to cut 1 minus X just to learn in conjugative properties of dissociation. So but I is equal to what? 1 minus X plus X divided by 1. So I is equal to 1 plus X. Put the value of X 0.065. So here you got 1.065. So delta TF is equal to, you know this formula, I into Kf into M. Because here dissociated in terms of 2 ions. That's why here value of I is 1.065, 1.86 value of Kf, and molarity is 0.3264, which you already calculated here. So delta TF is equal to 0.65 Kelvin. This is the correct answer of this 2.32. Delta TF is nothing but depression in freezing point. 2.41. This is the last example of your textbook. K2SO4, if you dissolve in water, 100% dissociation takes place at that time. 2K plus SO4 minus 2 is obtained. So I is equal to what? 2 plus 1, that is 3. W is given 25 milligram, just to convert in terms of grams, 0.025 gram. V is equal to 2 liter. T is equal to 273 plus 25. So here 298 Kelvin. R is equal to 0.082 liter atmosphere Kelvin inverse mole inverse. Molecular mass of K2SO4, if you calculate, atomic mass of K is 39, S is 32 and oxygen is 16. If you calculate, then 174 grams per mole is obtained. You know that pi is equal to I into N divided by V into R into T. I value you know, but what is N? N is equal to W by N. So I into W divided by N into V into RT. If this value is putting in this particular equation, at that time we can say that pi is equal to 5.27 into 10 raised to minus 3 atmosphere, and this is the atmospheric, we can say osmotic pressure of this K2SO4, which is calculated here. Okay. Now, exercise example number 2.39. Just you draw attention in your textbook, read the sentence very carefully, and then you solve this. Percentage of O2 in air is given 20%. Percentage of N2 in air is also given 79%. That means both two gases are there. Water which is equivalent with air, at that time total pressure is 10. So here you have to convert in terms of mmHg. So 10 into 760 mmHg. So 7600 millimeter Hg is obtained. That is total pressure. Now we have to calculate individual partial pressure of dioxygen and dinitrogen. So you know that P of O2 is equal to, here 20% is there. So 20% of 7600 mmHg So 20 divided by 100 into 7600 is equal to 1520 mmHg, millimeter of Becquerel mercury. Here partial pressure of dinitrogen is 79 by 100 into 7600, and that is nothing but 6004 mmHg. Now according to Henry's law, and this is partial pressure of dioxygen and dinitrogen, according to Henry's law, P is equal to Kh into X. If P stand for, we can say that O2 and another we stand for N2. At that time we easily find out mole fraction. So here for O2, chi of O2, that is mole fraction of dioxygen, is equal to partial pressure of dioxygen divided by Henry's law's constant. So 1520 divided by Henry's law constant for oxygen is different. That is 3.30 into 10 raised to 7 is given, is equal to 4.61 into 10 raised to minus 5. This is mole fraction of dioxygen. For dinitrogen gas, chi of N2, that is mole fraction of dinitrogen, is equal to partial pressure of dinitrogen into, we can say that, divided by Kh. Kh means Henry's law's constant of dinitrogen. If you calculate it, then you obtain 9.22 into 10 raised to minus 5. And that is the correct answer which is asked in your examination. So chi of O2 is equal to 4.61 into 10 raised to minus 5, and chi of N2 is equal to 9.22 into 10 raised to minus 5. So 2.39 is also over, which is depend on Henry's law as well as Dalton's law of partial pressure, as well as we can consider mole fraction of different two components, that is dinitrogen and dioxygen gas. Okay, now last example which is asked in your recently exam March 2020 for 4 marks in section C. And if you read the sentence at that time, certain summary I just give to you, that A and B element is there, which is made of AB2 and AB4 molecule. Here whatever the benzene is solvent is given, which is 20 gram. Given data is there for AB2 and AB4, mass is 1 gram, so here also 1 gram. Delta Tm 2.3 Kelvin, here 1.3 Kelvin is there. That means here 1 Kelvin increases. What happened? Kf value is given 5.1 Kelvin kilogram per mole for benzene. Remember this value for only solvent, it is not for solid. Remember this. So you remember one formula, delta Tf is equal to Kf into m, where delta Tf stands for depression in freezing point. So Kf into 1000 into W2 divided by M2 into W1. Now you see, M2 just go this side and delta Tf come at this side. So we change the position. At that time it is M2, or say molecular mass of AB2 and AB4, right, in this pattern. So molecular mass of AB2 is equal to 1000 into 1 into 5.1 divided by 2.3 into 20. So 110.87 grams per mole. For AB4, we can say that molecular mass of AB4 is equal to 1000 into 1 into 5.1 divided by 1.3 into 20. So you got 196.15 grams per mole. Now you see, this carried out 2 marks and this carried out another 2 marks. So 2 plus 2, 4 marks is there. So remember, suppose we consider this A element atomic mass is X and B element atomic mass is Y. At that time, X plus 2Y is equal to 110.87 for AB2 molecule, and X plus 4Y is equal to 196.15, which is for AB4 molecule. Equation 2 minus equation 1. This is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. So equation 2 minus equation 1, if you carry it out, then 2y is equal to 85.28. So y is equal to 42.64 u. And x plus 2, if value put at any equation, so here this value put in equation number 1. So x plus 2 into 42.64 is equal to 110.87. So x is equal to 25.59 u. So here correct answer is y is equal to 42.64, x is equal to 25.59, and if you want to remember also this answer is correct or not, if you calculate it by putting the value at here, if this value x and y if you put at 110.87 is obtained, then your value is correct. So you also take check your answer whether it is the right or wrong. So this day March 2020, and which is our last example. Just you see 2.21 example number is there. Remember, in exercise 2.21 number is there. So this example is asked. So be prepared and make a note of exercise. Make a note of exercise in individual note, and you prepared it completely. You prepare it and just draw attention towards certain reactions or equations or which condition is given, and according to that, if you calculate, then your answer is always correct. Thank you very much. So here solution chapter is totally completed. Thank you very much.